Vaughn on Movies.
Brought to you by YourSmartPhoneGuy.com and by YCSAs.com. The Dark Knight is back in The Dark Knight Rises, the last chapter of director Christopher Nolan's Batman saga, as well as my final new release video review. This time, the hero of comic book fame, Batman, a superhero whose power is being a billionaire, played by Christian Bale, teams up with Catwoman, Anne Hathaway, to take on a new adversary, a powerhouse who goes by Bane, played by Tom Hardy.
For almost the entire film, my face was sore from all the palming.
The world's toughest movie critic.
The 99%. Clean energy. Blatantly relating to contemporary issues is not clever. There were times where I was about to write this movie off as a nightmare ending with the world's biggest middle finger. I absolutely hated Tom Hardy as Bane. Don't get me started on that mask. From the onset, his voice sounds blatantly ADR, and it only gets worse when he gives a speech as Jar Jar Binks. Me some give Gotham City back to the people. Then there's Anne Hathaway. The cheerleader of the Oscars struggles to keep up her comedy routine. Her character is just insanely out of place. Then everybody else is made an idiot. Fox essentially has the Batwing built and somehow manages to overlook a function even the North Korean military uses. Commissioner Gordon becomes Inspector Gadget. It was too long with too much Bruce Wayne and not enough Batman. Only Spider-Man can get away with that. And now for the good news. For fans of the comics, there's hints at the big reveal, and that reveal is so good, it almost redeems the 2 hours that came before it. I went into this thinking Bane would just be a stand-in for the Joker, but the script did a surprisingly clever job adding the backstory. Then there's the ending. Christopher Nolan ends a movie better than anybody else in the game today. But by now, I feel like I've already seen his entire bag of tricks. And before I give up my final score, I have to give a shout out to this guy for answering this week's Pop Quiz Hotshot Trivia question. Sorry, I'm not really sure how to pronounce your name. I'm giving The Dark Knight Rises the same score I gave The Avengers, 2.5 out of 4 stars. But you know what? The Avengers is the more entertaining of the two, so push comes to shove, I'm giving it the edge. And as I mentioned, this is my last video review of this sort. I was taught my craft in an old world prison, a college. I was the critic movies deserved, but not the critic they need right now. This won't be the last time you hear from me. Make sure you follow me on the Twitter at Vaughn Fry, and I'll keep you posted on what I have in store for the future.
It's a lot like